Welcome to Beleza Natural, a bustling beauty salon located in Brazil, ranging with more than 11 locations, 1,000 employees, and 60,000 customers. Beleza stands for beauty in Portuguese. This company was founded in 1993. In addition to their 11 locations, they also own and manufacture their own custom beauty care line. Beleza has been a victim of its own success. Hello, welcome to our case competition on Beleza Natural. This is Group 64. First and foremost, we're going to take a background view of the company in which we're going to state the current conditions. Then we'll take a look at the goal and target conditions for the company, do a cause analysis, propose improvements, then a suggested follow-up, and lastly, conclusion. The background on Beleza Natural is that it is a Brazilian beauty chain focused on hair care for Afro-Brazilian women with naturally curly and wavy hair. The company has developed its own process for in-house hair care and patented hair care products. The issue Beleza Natural faces is a higher demand on the weekend, going from 35% on Fridays to 75% on Saturdays, leading to clients having to be turned away. The second issue within that is that hiring more staff would lead to higher idle times and higher unnecessary labor costs to Beleza Natural. Brazilian law also requires 30 days paid leave a year, as well as bonuses at the end of the year, which would further raise costs for Beleza Natural. Training and supervision would also be required for any new hire. The importance of Beleza Natural. The importance of the issue. The company needs to be able to meet customer demands in order to ensure long-term client retention and continued growth. Beleza Natural also must limit cost in order to maximize profit and ensure they are not overspending on employees. Let's take a look at the current conditions of Beleza Natural. There currently is a capacity of 49 different workstations. The layout is not yet optimized for the follow of clients. There are a total of 12 hours of operation from 8 in the morning to 8 at night, with 2 6-hour shifts, and peak demand occurs on the weekends, approximately 44% of the weekly clients. On Friday, there's 396 clients. Bumping right over to Saturday, we see 513 clients. During the weekdays, there is an average of 293 clients per day. The Madura location sees approximately 8,900 clients per month, or 2,081 clients per week. Long wait times on weekends result in customers being turned away after 8 p.m. This implies peak operations exceed the service capacity and bottlenecks the steps. The main bottleneck step is the super relaxate treatment, as it has a high client volume with a long service duration. The space of Beleza Natural at this location is 574 square meters. The layout lacks clear separation between steps, causing unnecessary back and forth for both clients and employees. The ease of operation is assistant hairdressers and consultants often have idle time during transition between tasks. The cost of hiring additional staff for peak hours is not cost effective due to Brazil's strict labor laws, which requires employees to pay salaries even during idle times on weekdays. Current service flow diagrams. For new clients, which is 10% of all clients. First and foremost, there's the reception check-in, which is approximately 2 minutes. Next, that bumps over to evaluation, which is a processing time between 10 and 15 minutes. The third step is the division process, approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Then there's the super relaxant treatment, which is 25 minutes to an hour. Next, hydration time, approximately 8 minutes. Moving over to hairstyling, which is anywhere from 10 minutes on the short end to 45 minutes on the long end. The last step is the sales counter checkout, which is a 10-minute process. If the client's hair is too damaged, they're sent from evaluation to hydration treatment, then scheduled for a month later to receive a super relaxate treatment. For repeat clients, which is 90% of all clients, you go from reception check-in, which is the same as above, 2 minutes, to the division process, 10 to 15 minutes, to the super relaxate treatment, which is the same time, 25 minutes to an hour, hydration treatment, 8 minutes, the hairstyling, anywhere from 10 minutes on the short end to 45 minutes on the long end, and then the sales counter checkout, which is approximately 10 minutes. So the repeat clients don't have the same evaluation time as the new clients. The goal and target conditions for Belize and Natural. The primary objective would be to enhance the Madura Salon's capacity to handle peak demand, especially on Friday and Saturday, while maintaining high service quality and minimizing cost. What would these measurable targets look like? Increase peak hour throughout by 20%. The goal would be to serve more clients during high demand windows. We would also want to reduce customer wait times by 15%, with the goal to improve customer experience and reduce turnaways due to long queues. Lastly, we want to maintain and reduce operating costs by 10%, with the goal to achieve capacity and efficiency gains without having to take on the additional cost of more full-time staff. The cause analysis. What is the underlying issue with the current operations of Belize and Net? The most likely direct root cause is major bottlenecks during the super relaxate treatment, which is anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour, the client's different hair types, as well as Belize and Natural's consulting skills. The client's hairstyling portion, which is 10 minutes to 45 minutes on top of drying and styling, the haircuts for 25% of clients, as well as the hair coloring for 10% of clients. The new service flow diagram for all clients. Reception check-in, 2 minutes. Evaluation, skip if you're a repeat client, 10 to 15 minutes. The pre-styling lounge, this is a buffer area. Then we're going to move to the division process, which is 10 to 15 minutes, the same super relaxate treatment, where we're going to cut it down by 20 minutes on the long end, meaning it's 25 minutes on the short end or 40 minutes on the long end. The hydration treatment, 8 minutes. The hairstyling time from 10 minutes to 15 minutes, as well as the sales counter checkout time being the same 10 minutes. Proposing improvements would include these potential alternatives. 1, train staff to be able to complete multiple tasks at once. We assume this impact would increase efficiency by 15%. Cost, increased training cost of $3,000 per employee. Secondly, shift labor based on peak times. Assumed impact would be a 20% efficiency increase. The cost on this is zero as it's only a scheduling change. The results from improvements. 300 current clients times a 20% capacity increase equals a space for 60 additional clients. 60 extra clients at $65 a piece is an additional $3,900 in additional daily revenue. With 12 employees at a $3,000 per training rate, which would be the cost to do this, is $36,000 in additional cost, meaning within 10 days at peak capacity, you would already have your initial investment back. Follow-up. How to check if the proposed improvements work. We would want to track key metrics such as daily client volume, wait times at each stage of service, customer satisfaction, company reviews, and lastly, daily revenue. This could be very beneficial to utilize at a test pilot run at this select location before implementing this company-wide. We'd want to monitor for any potential bottlenecks that may be caused by our new proposed plan. Potential risk or issues. Not all staff may adapt to the new roles and tasks equally. Change is hard for anyone. Quality may suffer from new employees being stretched too thin or needing to perform tasks that they're not overly familiar with. Scheduling adjustments may affect employee morale, especially if weekend hours increase without additional compensation. Lastly, increased capacity may lead to even higher customer demand, which would need to lead to additional adjustments. In conclusion, the goal of minimizing costs while serving more customers could be solved if these simple steps were implemented. Thank you.